Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I can really sleep. I tried to sleep early to fix my sleep schedule, but did not work because my body treated it like a nap. But that's okay. We're back here today to play chess as Elysium Lysander. Now let's talk about my name. Elysium. I'm not sure how that's pronounced, but I'm pretty sure it means happiness and joy. And that's what we want to bring around in this channel. And Lysander, that's just a pretty funny name. Probably want to do this. The PONZIANI opening once again. He does hop out and attack my pawn. I'm going to push anyway. I have seen this variation. He does take, and he's going to take here. No. Let's see what my next option is. I could go here and attack the knight. And just prepare to castle. I'm not actually too sure what the best move is. Or I could just castle now. I could castle now and go here. Attacking this pawn. Because interesting. I'm not too sure what that move does. He sacrifices his knight. I will take it because he's just not developed enough to completely sacrifice his knight. I don't think that was a good move. Okay. Now we want to bring our rook out with check. He does put his knight on the side, which I think is pretty reckless. I could go here, and if takes, the knight here. But that's also pretty reckless. Since I'm up a piece, I should just play really solid. And what should we do here? I'm gonna drop my bishop back here. And if he takes, I take here, because I don't want to double my pawns. Okay, he does castle, which is a smart move. I am going to develop my bishop somehow. I do want to attack this side. So even though it sounds counterintuitive, I'm going to put my knight here, blocking the bishop's view. And let's see here. He does open up, so he can attack with the bishop, which is smart. There are a few things I can do here. Let's see. So he wants to put his bishop somewhere here. I want to keep my queen here, so... Oh, he could push here, but then he'd be wasting a move. I think it's smart to just do a waiting move. We are more developed than he is. Okay, he does attack the center like so. Now the thing is, I'm not sure what that does. I'm not quite sure. Let's see. What if I take? If I take, he can go here. And okay, I don't really want that. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm actually not quite sure what I should do here. I think I'm gonna go here and pin the pawn to his bishop, and also make space for my bishop to fianchetto. Okay, he does blunder his bishop, which is really nice. I'm just going to take his bishop with the queen. I think I win this game already. We're just playing really solid here. We don't want to double our pawns like our opponent, keeping it nice and simple. Now, the word of the day is eviscerate. And eviscerate basically means disembowel. I just thought that my subscribers should be smart, you know? If there's any list of subscribers out there, I want my subscribers to be the smartest ones. Okay, he does do that. I'm not quite sure what that does. Therefore, I'm going to take his pawn back. Or, yes, that sounds right. I'm going to take. Now he is more developed than me, but I do have 2 more pieces, which is quite nice. I'm going to take here, and perhaps this or this. Probably fianchetto my bishop to attack his king. Okay, he does play that move. Now there are a few things we can do. I think the best move is to be really aggressive and play this, because it forces his bishop to go here. It actually it's not forcing, because he can move his rook and attack my rook. But I'm pretty happy with that, because then we trade material. And he can't really go here either, because I can just take with my knight. And he doesn't want to trade material. At least I would not want to trade material. Okay, let's see what his next move is. Now, I saw a few clips of Magnus Carlsen. Basically, he just calculated like 300 moves. Not 300, but around 20 if I could count. And I'm just amazed at the ability to calculate that far. Like, how do you know what the best line is? It's just amazing. I'm going to fianchetto my bishop finally. My pieces are developed. Okay, he does go there. I'm not quite sure what that does. But what I'm going to do is put my rook here, actually. Because this is an open file, and we want to put our rooks to control more squares. Okay, he does go here. I'm not quite sure what that does either. I'm going to put my rook here on the 7th rank. So we just have a really solid attack here. And my knight is here, which even though it blocks my bishop, it also blocks his pawn. This is a passed pawn. We don't want that to... Whoa. That was a crazy burp. We don't want that pawn to go any further. There are a few things we could do. We could go here and activate my knight while keeping this knight here. And the good thing about keeping that knight there is that I can maybe get a surprise attack here. Okay, he does push his pawn, which is interesting. He wants his rooks to attack this pawn, so I definitely can't take. If I go here and he takes, I can't take back. And if I take here, he can push his pawn. So I should probably just lock up the position here and play really solid. I think that's the move here. We don't want his rooks to get any activation. So now his rook's just kind of stubborn back there. Okay. I'm not quite sure what that does. I'm just gonna go here and attack this pawn once again. Then I'll have 3 attackers on that pawn. And if he attacks my knight, I can just fork him. Okay, he attacks my rook. Let's see what options there are. First of all, we can check. Takes. Check. But then we'd be down a knight. Even though that's the case, we can take back here and takes. But that's not really forcing. So let's just take the rook. And if he takes back with his bishop, I just take. So we're actually simplifying. We're up 7 points in material. Okay, he does miss that this pawn is hanging, which is quite good for me. I'm pretty sure we have some sort of mate here. So let's take, if he goes here, then let's see what kind of moves we have. I don't think I'm skilled enough to find mate. What I can do though is attack his rook. And if he defends, I can check maybe here and here. I think that's mate. And if he goes the other way, then I'll find something. Should I? No, let's play solid. Here, if here, then here. If here, now my bishop's open. I think that line will lead to checkmate. So let's play it. Just bring all my pieces to attack the king. I'm sure there's mate somewhere. Or I can just win his rook. Now, I want to introduce something, a new concept. It's not new. Oh, he does play what I want him to play. But it's called hope chess. And basically, you just hope that what you want to do works, you know? Okay, there are a few things we can do here. Accept draw. Now, I may be a humble man, but I am not that humble. We are going to decline that draw. Let's attack the knight. Attack with the knight. And his only move will be this. Okay. And we can attack his king again, like so. He is quite desperate for the draw. And now his king is in the corner. And then we have this. We could just do this. That's a discovered attack. And I can win his rook. Okay, my opponent does resign here. Because I'm in quite a good mood, we are going to play another game here. Okay, so we are black. That's not good. I'm just kidding. I am not a racist person. Okay. This guy just left. Please, give me black. I want to play a black opening. Okay. We are against someone in the wood division. A Mangoyal. Okay. So he does play e4. We are going to play we're gonna play the perk defense. But really, this is the French, is it? No, this is the King's Indian. I believe. So I am going to play this and fianchetto my bishop like last game, but we're going to do it early on. Play knight here and castles. The thing is, he can't really go here. He can't go here because after takes. Okay, no, he can. So before we put the knight here, we have to pin the knight to the queen. And if he does decide to try to kick my bishop out, I'll just take the knight. Even though usually in chess you want to keep the bishops because bishops are slightly stronger than knights, even though they're both worth 3 points. I just really want to castle and solidify my position here. Okay, he does take with the queen. That is absolutely fine. Now if he pushes, okay, he does try to attack this weak pawn. So we're just going to castle here. Now, we are giving him a very big boy center. So I'm a little worried about that, but not really. Okay, he does play that move. But what does that do? That forks my 2 pieces. If I move it away, then he's just gonna take my pawn. And I don't want him to be able to push this pawn here with tempo, because if I draw back my knight here, then I'd have to take. I think I'll just keep the position really solid and take. And if he goes here, if he takes with the pawn, I think there's a few things we can do. We can drop back and attack the pawn twice. I think that's the move. So now he's just removing his big boy center, which I don't think is the best move, because I can just take your pawns back and he'll be down 1 pawn. And then that'll fork his queen and his bishop if he doesn't defend properly. Okay, he does push. Now I can take, or I can go here. But if takes, then takes back. I don't really want my pieces pinned. So unfortunately, I do think we have to double our pawns. He is going to take. But my knight's defended. So I can just move my king here into an even safer square, because his black bishop is not open yet. I really don't think it was the right move for him to, to just remove his 2 white pawns. I think he should have developed more, then he would have an advantage. Now we're equal in the material, even though he has the bishop pair. Okay, he does take after long moments of thinking. Oh, maybe this is a man, not Amen. A man, go Yal. I don't know where Yal is, but I'm sure this person has a good reason for his nickname. Okay, so he does take here, which is very interesting. Okay, I am pretty sure that my rook is trapped, which is not that good. Not that good at all. Now let's see what kind of moves we have. If I move my knight out, it's gone. Therefore, I should probably attack his bishop. Attack his bishop? I did miss that. This is why you calculate, boys. This is why you calculate. Okay, we can't move our knight. Okay, if rook here and takes, then takes, then we can develop more. I think that's the play. We will be down material, but I think that's fine. We can take with check. And if he blocks with the bishop, then I can take here. Then he has to play rook here. In which case, I just drop my bishop all the way back. I think that's the best move here. We'll be taking a pawn back, but he'll have a rook, and I'll have a bishop. So I think we will be losing a little bit. But I'd rather have a rook and a bishop over a... Ooh, he does have this move. He has this move. That is not good. But I can play this. Oh, that is so bad. Because if takes, he can take my knight as well. I'm pretty sure we lost this game. Not good at all, boys. Not good at all. He could so play this move. But if that... Okay, he does not see it, which is good. Now we can put our knight out safely and defend the rook. I'm glad he did not see that. Now, if anyone made it to this point of the video, I'm just very thankful that you made it all the way. Okay, he does attack my rook, which is really scary. Just kidding, because I can attack his queen. And yes, I think attacking his queen is the right answer. Because even if he takes the rook, I just take his queen. And now his pieces are hanging. He can attack my bishop. I can take back. Then I'll have a rook and a bishop for a queen. And a bishop. Which is not good. Not good for him. So he does not want to take this trade. Not at all. Not at all. There are a few moves he can do that are safe. This is the only move that keeps his queen alive. Now, there are again a few things we can do. We could go here. Then his queen is forced to go either here, or here, or here, or here. What a consternation. Okay, what can we do here? We can attack his queen again. But then his queen will be brought back into action. We don't really want that. Therefore, instead of attacking his queen, I'm going to attack his bishop. Is that smart? No, then I just lose my knight. But I can take... Okay, let's say here. Here. And if he takes my knight, I take his bishop. And I'm threatening a few things. I can threaten this. This. No, but he'll take my knight. Okay, what to do, what to do. I think what I want to do here is attack his bishop and hanging my knight in the process. Because his queen is kind of in an awkward position. And I do have a few checks after that. I can go here. Okay, he does protect his bishop, which makes sense. Now we can hop in here, or takes. I think we should take and check, or go back here first and win the pawn. Depends. If he goes here, which he probably would, then I would just drop back to this position and check so he can't block. Am I missing anything? Yes, I am. I'm missing that my knight is still hanging. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Since my knight is hanging, we have to play an in-between move and play rook here to defend my knight. And also attack the queen. Because if I don't do that, I just lose a knight. Let's see what moves he has. He has this. Okay, he does play this, which is interesting. I think I'll still drop my bishop back to here and proceed with my original plan. He is pinning my knight, which is not all that useful. So let's just block with the bishop. Let's say, okay, yes, let's block with the bishop. Attacking this pawn as well, not just threatening this check. I just saw that. Boys, this is how you do not play chess. You do not play chess like this. Do not ever play chess like this. You gotta calculate more and make sure you don't blunder anything. I did blunder a few times, but fortunately, my opponent missed his opportunities. Now, if anyone is still here at this moment, I want you to comment down your favorite snack. Just like an obsession. Right now, my favorite snack is probably Pocky, but I think I ate too much, and I don't really like it anymore. Which is kind of picky of me, but you know, such is life. Okay, let's see. We can take here. I think that's what we are going to do. If takes, then here. Then, ooh. Yes. If takes, and if here, we just drop back a rook all the way back. I think that is the play. Or, if we check in here, then we have no play. Or if we attack his queen. Oh, wait. What a difficult choice. Or should I take here? No, that's too dangerous. I'm gonna play it safe. Just put my rook all the way back. Oh, I'm not sure what I was thinking. I should have taken the pawn first, but that's okay. Now we're going to do this. Attacking these two pieces. He does have all three pawns trying to attack us, which is fine with me. His rook is kind of trapped. Here, I don't think we should take the bishop. I do not think we should take the bishop at all. Or should we? If we take the bishop. Okay, I think we'll take the bishop, but only if his queen moves off this line. Like, after he, because then we will win a pawn. Not quite sure. Not quite sure what to do here. I think I am losing. So, I swear I always lose to Indians. And he has diamond. He bought the diamond membership. I do not have... I cannot pay for that. Okay, he does play that move, which does not do anything. Now, there are a few things we could do here. We could go here and attack his queen once more, which is quite futile because that doesn't do anything. Or we could double attack his bishop, and his bishop's quite strong. So I think we should do that. Or if we do this, and he can't go here or here or here, he has to go here or here if he wants to stay on the file. But does that really do anything? He could go here, here, or here to protect this pawn. But after that, what kind of plays do we have? I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure at all. I think it's time we bring the queen into the situation. But how to proceed? I think we're going to play this. Now this is quite dangerous because even though this protects this, there's this incoming. That's kind of scary. The only thing I like about my position is that if he does bring his knight out eventually, I can just put my bishop here, which blunders a bishop to the queen, so I can't do that. Okay, he does push. Kind of a bold move. We're going to take with this knight, because this knight is further in the corner. We might have some counterplay here. We have this move, which attacks the queen and his knight. So he has to stop his attack. Even though his attack does seem scary, with the 3 pawns marching in, the pawn avalanche, as the YouTubers would say, it's not very useful. No, there's no way he can defend his knight here. I think. Unless I'm an idiot. And once his knight falls, then his rook will also fall. So he has to put his queen in a position. Okay. Never mind, he does defend his knight very well. Now, there are a few things we can do here. We have a discovered check with the bishop, which is quite nice. But he could just go here. Okay, I would really like to use that discovered check to its maximum use. And there are a few things we could do here. We could check. That's kind of useless. Let's say let's go here. And if he takes, then that's absolutely useless. Because his rook will be defending the queen. Ay, ay, ay. Not a great position on my part here. Now we could play this instead. And if here, the king could go here, then I could fork. And if I go here, and the king goes here, then what to do? What a consternation. Wow. What a difficult decision, boys. Okay, let's say here. And if here, or here, then I probably played this. Right? Attacking his queen. Not quite sure. I don't think there's any good move for me here, actually. We are going to play this. And if he attacks our knight, he can attack our knight. I don't really mind. Now, we just have to make sure not to hang our rook, because that would be bad. Okay, he does play that move. Now what does that move do? Not much of anything, actually. We can play our queen here to protect this, and he can't take with the queen. I think that's the move here. Now, from our opponent's position, he could probably attack here or double attack our rook. The thing is, if he does do that, I do have some nice checks. I think that's mate, actually, so let's try to go for that. If here, then I covered these squares with my queen, this with my knight, and this with my bishop. So that is mate. If he doesn't take, he could see it move. He could see though. He could play here. Then I just attack here. That's a very tricky mate. If he sees that, I'd be very impressed, because I definitely would not see it. Let's see what kind of counterplay he has. He could definitely take. Okay, he does play that move, but I'm pretty sure that blunders mate. Because after this is covered. He can't block. This is attacked. He can't go here. He can't take the knight. Okay, that's checkmate. Good game, boys. We did make a mistake, and that's probably when we blundered the pawn on b7. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.